Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to another Cajun toy review. And yo, Joe, baby, it is time for another G.I. Joe Classified. And nothing gets me more happier, puts a smile on my face, than some turtles, some predators, and of course, G.I. Joe. Yeah, I grew up with G.I. Joe and Turtles, and always brings a smile on my face revisiting some of these figures that I grew up and loved. And Sergeant Slaughter, man, was a force of nature, man, for G.I. Joe. And back in the day, he was such an icon. Like, he looked like the strongest. To me, as a kid, he was the strongest man in the world, man. He picked up Serpentor and Nemesis Supreme. When Sergeant Slaughter came out, you knew Cobra was in trouble. That's how it was, man. He's going to put you in an itty, ditty bag or whatever, something like that. But yeah, you know it. If you watched the cartoon, you remember. And if you didn't, then you don't understand how big Sergeant Slaughter was. He was a professional wrestler who crossed over into G.I. Joe as one of their trainers. And he was a big part of the G.I. Joe movie, man. He ripped Falcon into shape and kicked his ass and made him a true hero because Sergeant Slaughter makes heroes. Yeah, he loves America and he loves wrestling. I don't know. But yeah, looking like Super Trooper on the side right there. That's all I see when I see that as Super Troopers. But we got the planes in there, very similar to what we saw with Tiger Force Duke. And of course, always with the Sky Strikers on there. Always patriotic. And yeah, lots of pictures of Sergeant Slaughter on the front. This is, of course, a windowless box, so we don't know what the figure, that's what he's supposed to look like, will look like on there. But yeah, he's supposed to be really cool. We have the Action Force Sergeant Slaughter, so we can compare the two. Because actually, he was hanging out with my classified figures, and now he's got to go. But we're going to see how much better this one is. This does look like Sergeant Slaughter, while the other one, not so much. And you will see shortly. Looking at the side, we have his file cards. And yeah, I don't know what all these mean. I looked them up. But yeah, this one means he's a leader or something like that. This one is for hand-to-hand combat. This one is for weightlifting, and it's got several things on there because he's really strong. And I have no idea what this one is. It's a no container, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it means. All right, y'all y'all put in the comments what this one means. It's a no file, not on file. I mean, it looks like a folder. It's got a line through it, so I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, somebody guess what that means in the comments, and I'm gonna pick a winner because I don't know. And there's all four of them. If you want to see them again. There's a figure. He's got he's got 8 hands. We got some fisted hands, some grabbing hands, some squeezing hands, some pointing fingers. We got a mini Sergeant Slaughter. We got a little baton. We got a machine gun with a silencer and a clip. Got his dog tags, his hat, and his removable sunglasses. Looking freaking awesome. Sergeant Slaughter is number 53 in the series. He is no UPC. I got this guy at GameStop, and yeah, a little bit more than a regular figure, but it's Sergeant Slaughter. So anyway, enough of me talking, enough of me random. Let's open this up and check out Sergeant Slaughter. Alright, so now we're going to look at the accessories that come with our Sergeant Slaughter. And just like Duke, which is pretty much my first non-plastic window Joe I had got, the accessories come in this really cool footlocker. So we're going to take Sergeant's side, and we're going to open this up and check everything out that comes with them together. So yeah, really cool footlocker box. You can see Sergeant Slaughter on there, number 53. And I thought this was kind of unique and kind of cool when I got it with the bike, and I think it's still a pretty cool way to put the accessories in there. It's more appealing than just like slapping them in little baggies. So yeah, we got a G.I. Joe baggie here, speaking of, and that is, oh, check it out, they got the stuff on the cardboard, actually in the cardboard. So there is that. And then we have another cardboard, and I think this is going to be the gun. And that is it for the footlocker. Oh, wait, no, I lied. We got something right here. So yeah, double check it always before you throw it away, especially with the way the accessories come now. We just saw that with the TNT Tina. We almost lost her backpack. But yeah, so we got, woo, that would have been crazy. We lost the shades. So I'm going to put these over here. And then we'll open this up. I'm sure this is the gun. I feel like I'm opening evidence. I've been on a jury all last week. That's about all I can say about it, but it's been rather interesting. There's the gun, and the clip and the silencer is not in there. Hopefully, it didn't get lost. We'll go ahead and take out this baton. Definitely get the tape off there first. But we just tear this right in the middle. Alright, so we got his dog tags. And his little baton. Alright, slide that in with the group. We got the gun, glasses, baton. This must be just a bag of hands, you know? That's what we always want, is a bag of hands. There's a bag of hands right there. And make sure everything comes out. Alright, so there is the clip. Here is the silencer, or the barrel. Here is the little mini G.I. Joe. This looks like a mini brand, exactly. This is really cool. And you can actually take it out of there if you want. So that's awesome. His hat, and pointing hand, grabbing hand. Alright. And of course we got his fist hands. We'll just go ahead and pop those off real quick. Alright, that is a lot of accessories. Let's get this out of the way. Alright, so we got all the accessories out and set up. Now let's take a look at what we have. So first off, yeah, this little mini Sergeant Slaughter that you can actually take out of this package. It's very simple. It's a little clamshell. Just line it out like that. And carefully, yeah. Well, it's got another plastic lining in there, so if you really want it, you can pull it out. I'm not going to even bother. But that's awesome. Classic looking Sergeant Slaughter right there. And classic looking G.I. Joe packaging. So yeah, we have lots of hands. Let's go ahead and I want to dress up the man himself first. So we're going to bring out Slaughter right here real quick. And yeah, you can see looking buff, man. This is Sergeant Slaughter in his prime. G.I. Joe, you know, what you remember, running the Renegades. Get that. Oh, no. What am I doing? So you get his dog tags on there first. So it's just going to get him up there. That's his whistle, man. I've been saying dog tags this whole time. Somebody's been yelling at their screen, hopefully. Yeah, I corrected myself. My bad. All right, and glasses. Okay. So, yeah, you can see that looks like Sergeant Slaughter. That is really good. So, let's see what hands we have here. We have these pointing hands. So yeah, you point at Lieutenant Falcon, or you point at somebody, you point at Nemesis Enforcer, you're going down. And yeah, these are nicely sculpted hands. Should I have both? Both point, both hinge. Then you got these grabbing hands, like, or throttling hands. You know, you go put these around Nemesis Enforcer's neck. Something like that. I don't know. These are for grabbing something. Whatever you want him to hold. You can give him Toxie's grenade. Or a grenade. And yeah, this is the hand that you want to do it with. Then we got these trigger finger hands, which we know what these are for. These are for holding weapons, firearms. Like so. There we go. Holding the firearm. Gripping the firearm. Whatever you want. And, of course, Sergeant Slaughter would not be complete if he didn't have the justice and whatever. I don't know. Stupid joke. But yeah, his fist, man. Sergeant Slaughter threw a lot of fist in the G.I. Joe cartoon. Lots of slaps and wrestling. But yeah, you want these fists on this man. Then we have his cane. Not cane, his baton. It's got this cool little piece hanging off the end. It's well done. Texture on there looks good. And the gold, yeah. Slap somebody in the knees with this. And finally we have his assault rifle. This is a really, really good looking assault rifle. Lots of detail on it. The brown on it is a nice touch. You can take off the light. Easier said than done. And you can take the light off separately. This is a light. Yeah, this looks like a flashlight to me. If I'm wrong, this is a scope somehow. This looks like a flashlight. Alright, and then we have the rifle itself. I said again, it looks amazing, but yeah. Also, take the clip out. So yeah, that is the accessories that come with Sergeant Slaughter. Lots of hands, but stuff to put on him to make him look like the man himself. So I think these are really awesome. I think they look really good. I couldn't think of anything else that he would need besides the Triple T, but that's a whole other story. So I'm very pleased with these accessories. So let's look at the figure. Alright, so lastly, guys, we're going to be talking about the figure. Of course, that's why you're here. That's what we want. And yes, we're going to talk about the figure. And to do that, I have to talk about the previous Sergeant Slaughter released by Action Force, which at the time seemed like the only Sergeant Slaughter we're going to get. Even when I did a review, I did know about the new one came out. And I did comment on it and said I was going to get it and talk about it. Long story short, here we are. And yeah, you can see there is a little bit of height difference on these guys. This new Sergeant Slaughter by the G.I. Joe Classified line is a little bit taller, a little bit more muscular, looks a little bit actually younger. So this looks a little bit more like the older Sergeant Slaughter. And yeah, this is Sergeant Slaughter in his prime. But he still looks a little taller, so let's bring out some Joes. Here we got Tiger Force Duke, and we got Boy Flint. So yeah, you can clearly see that this new Sergeant Slaughter is a mammoth of a man. Look at this guy. He is tall. He is taller than all these figures right there. He is swole, boy. Look at the arms, man. But yeah, you can see this Sergeant Slaughter is a mountain of a man. Basically what I imagined him looking like in the cartoon. This is it, man. This is the man right there. This dude can pick up Nemesis Enforcer and break his back on his knee. This is the Sergeant Slaughter you want. This is Sergeant Slaughter you need. But I still think this is a good figure. Maybe Sergeant Slaughter a little bit older. Sergeant Slaughter in his prime. So what do you guys think? Tell me about it. Which one do you like more? So now, finally, let's look at the figure. So yeah, this figure is awesome. I think it is great. This completely captures the Sergeant Slaughter that I remember from my youth. And yeah, man, he looks like he is ready to whoop some ass. He is a big, muscular man. And what I always imagined Sergeant Slaughter looking like, he was always, like I said, just like a force of nature. Like this dude came in and yeah. So let's take a look at the figure. So we're going to pop off his hat. Oh, glasses came with it. I'm going to take off this whistle. And we're going to take a look at the figure. I think it's really good. It's a good likeness of what Sergeant Slaughter looked like in his prime. So yeah, this is what I remember him looking like. And it's a good likeness. I think they did a good job of that. And yeah, the figure is kind of simple. You got a dude in a muscle shirt with some camouflage pants, but he is just so big. Like compared to some of the other figures and stuff like that, he's got a little bit of extra plastic on his ear right there. See that? Yeah, you see it. I know you see it. But that's a minor gripe. That can take it off real easy. But I think he looks good. The camouflage looks good. A lot of texture, pockets and stuff on there. The boots, I wish the laces were colored, but man, got your steel toes on there. Looking good. Nice detail on the belt. But besides, you got port for a backpack. If you want to put a backpack on Sergeant Slaughter, you could. Just for shits and giggles, we're going to go ahead and throw Duke's backpack on Sergeant Slaughter. There you go. So yeah, you can do it if you want. It's there. So, I mean, for a while, he was carrying the show on his back now. But yeah, let's take a look at the articulation on this guy. This video's running a little long, probably. So you can look up about this far. Look down. Pretty good. And we got a little bit of tilt. Full rotation on the head, if you like. On there. Full swivel on the arms. Look at the guns. Bicep swivel. And what a bicep it is. Man, they're almost too big. Double jointed elbows. And why they got peg holes on this new figure? Come on, guys. Double jointed elbows to drop on Nemesis Enforcer if you want. Rotation at the wrist with flex. We already talked about that. These wristbands are painted on. They do not come off, which is good. Let's check out the ab crunch on the Slaughter. Oh my goodness, look at that. Let's get these arms kind of in a position like that. That is a pretty good ab crunch. Let's go back. Oh my goodness, you hear them click, click, clicks. That's pretty good as well. No breakage, no joint. Rotation at the waist. Look at that. Slaughter can split. Man, Slaughter like that. That is a full split right there. That is a Van Damme approved right there. Oh, and then you just push them up. We got thigh cut. We got double jointed knees. Yeah, look at that. Look at that break on there. That is clean. That is nice. I like it. Boot cut. Ankle pivot. Peg holes on the bottom of his feet. and he stands extremely well. I think this is a great figure, guys. If you only have to get one Sergeant Slaughter, this is the one to get. This is the G.I. Joe Classified. This looks just like my childhood, and I love it, guys. Let me know what you think about this Sergeant Slaughter figure. Is it a pickup for you? Are you satisfied with just having the old Action Force one? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, please leave a like. If you want to see more G.I. Joe Classified figures, let me know as well. Request any other figures, anything, guys. Love to hear from you. Love the feedback. Appreciate all of it. So, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just search for Cajun Toy Review. If you want to get in touch with me, Instagram, of course, is the easiest and best way as well. You can also find me and my buddy, the Cajun Toe Boater, on our podcast, Two Old Cajuns Nerd Out, where we talk about anything and everything. We just did an episode where we talked about 10 things that don't exist anymore, like Blockbuster Video and other fun stuff. Fun time doing that stuff. I think you guys should check it out. Link in the description, and I hope you do. So anyway, see you guys in the next video real soon. Probably some Dungeons & Dragons, probably some Predators, who knows. Cajun Toy Review is coming back, and we're coming strong. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself.